Dr. Stephen Hall is the Director of Veterans Affairs for the City of Houston. He also serves on the Board of Suicide Prevention for Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Dr. Hall is retired from the U.S. Air Force, who helps veterans and active duty members get through tough times, such as contemplating suicide. He says always look for the signs.
Well, there's a number of signs. It could be the symptoms of it could be the warning signs. To someone could be talking about wanting to die or kill oneself, looking for a way to kill oneself, talking about feelings of hopelessness and loss. There are, as I say, a number of, a range, if you will, of ways that people can express themselves either in body language or attitude. And it's important for us to try to be mindful of that as we interact with our colleagues.
Hall added there are websites with hotlines you can call any time of day or night.
There's a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 or 1-800-273-TALK, T-A-L-K. It's important to engage in those individuals you think might be susceptible to that or maybe displaying some type of, whether it's body language or language, whatever the case may be, and just to ask the question. We have found through research that acting and engaging in that individual that may be displaying these sorts of signs, warning signs if you will, is one of the best approaches.
And finally, always be mindful of a situation, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic.
We need to be mindful of all brothers and sisters. I think we are our brothers and sisters' keeper, and I think it's important for us to look across the board, if you will, of all of our colleagues, relatives, associates, friends, whoever they may be. The only thing I can say is that I think is very important is to be mindful of one another. We have to watch out for one another, particularly in the post-COVID era, or as we start to move toward whatever this new normal is. Again, we have to be very mindful of that. Isolation, some people do not deal well with that. Some better than others, but it's important to understand that as we are kind of distanced and isolated and all of this measures that are in place because of COVID, we need to be especially mindful of seeing things that might manifest themselves in the way of symptoms and then work out toward committing an act that we definitely don't want.